Good evening, everyone. And thank you so much for joining us here at Kalispell Center for Spiritual Living. We're here tonight for our candlelight service. And when I was driving here today, I was looking for stars in the sky. And I didn't see any because it was cloudy. But when I look out here, I see all these stars in the congregation. And it's like the divine spark in each one of you is just shining so brightly tonight. So while we shine, let's all take a moment and think about those who aren't with us this Christmas, those whose light is shining up in the sky and not shining with us on earth. So please join me in a moment of silence as we remember those who aren't with us this year. And now, as y'all's lights brighten up, let's sing our first congregational song. Sing it with us.
Thank you. And tonight I have a reading for you. It's from Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes' Finding the Christ. Asleep in the heart of cosmic love, unborn, universal, potential, the Christ child lay. And the great mother soul brooding over her unborn child conceived it in the stillness of her universal nature, imparting to it her own being. Born into time and experience, unnoticed, unseen, yet alive and aware, the Christ child incarnated in human form, taking the likeness of men and women, yet giving no sign of its presence, waiting. With the utmost patience and love, the revelation that should disclose itself and proclaim the reign of peace. And so the long-appointed day arrived. A voice from out of the stillness spoke, "This is my beloved Son. Let the earth be still in his presence. Let the beasts of the field, the birds of the air, and all living creatures be still. Let the hosts of heaven sing praises, and let deep cry unto deep." Then spoke the child, "I am come to bring peace. I am the child of joy. And to all who will I give life. I am formed of happiness. I am come from eternal stillness. Quietness and confidence are mine. In the heart of the Father, I have lived forever.
Thank you. That was a beautiful reading by our founder, Ernest Holmes. He wrote it, and Reverend Linda did such a beautiful job of reading it to us. So welcome to everyone who is here this evening, joining us on this beautiful occasion of Christmas Eve 2025. It's a beautiful evening. In fact, I have the door open, so if anyone gets cold, we can close it. So let us move into that space of just relaxing into the chair that we're sitting on or whatever. If we're standing, that's fine too. Let us just relax into the idea that we hold dear, that this is the time and we're in the right place wherever we are to take the opportunity to recognize that the breath we are breathing is the very essence of God in and through us, supporting us in every way, never leaving us, never forsaking us, and always, always loving us. For we are known as the beloved. We are known as the cherished. We are known as the wholeness of God and the holiness of its creation. And as we celebrate this season, the season of new light coming, of the darkness being less and less, and the new earth bringing forth new growth and new life, we know it's simply a continuation of the life that is ever flowing, ever supporting, and totally connected to all that is. And knowing that we are its perfect expression, that we are made in its image and likeness. May we relax into that truth. May we boldly cling to that truth. May we move and have our beingness from that truth. And may we stand with each other and under the shelter of each other, acknowledging the God in me salutes the God in you. The God in me recognizes the God in you. And so it is now. It has always been this way and will always be this way, for truth is unalterable. And of the one life, we have our livingness. And so it is. Oh yes, close the door. So we We're adjusting the lights. The party's over. I love you, my beloved friend. Oh my goodness! So we're celebrating tonight in the idea of the birth of Jesus. The birth of Jesus the Christ, because that's such a magnificent story. There's so much power that has affected mankind that came out of this teaching and this truth, and it is the most beautiful thing because he came to into this incarnation to bring a gift to us, and we are all beneficients of that gift if we choose to embrace it. And that truth that he taught was so simple, and it was so beautiful. And the truth is that we're all the beloved sons and daughters of the one source. Not that there was only one Son of God. We're all sons and daughters of the living God. And remember those beautiful words that came out of the scriptures, that as he's teaching, he was teaching in the temple when he was just a young boy, and his parents didn't know where he was. I mean, I had my own children act like that too. My goodness. And then there was the wedding where his mother asked him to make wine. And he said, it's not his time. I think that's such an incredibly beautiful thing to think about. It's not my time. And she said, it is your time. You see, it's our time all of the time. Right here, right now is your time. It's your time. It's your time to be the miracle and the magnificence of God if you choose to be. We move from stage to stage in our lives just like Jesus did, but he did something that was so incredible. He discovered God within. To the point of, I believe that he never knew where he started and where he ended and God started, or where God started and he ended. It was all one. And therefore he could tell the blind man to see. He could tell the lame man to get up and walk. He could tell the woman at the well to drink and go and sin no more, because he believed so much in his own divinity, which he discovered. Not out there, but within here. He believed it so much that he could do what he did. And he was so clear in telling us whatever he could do, we could do also. Whatever he was, he became, we could also. So it wasn't like Jesus the Christ was something that was unattainable for anyone. It isn't. Christ means that we know it's the God idea in us. We all carry it. We all carry it. What he discovered was his Christ consciousness. And he built. He moved through life. He built this incredible expression of his Christ consciousness, giving it to the world. And always telling us, what I've done, you can do that and more. What I am, you can be. It's not like hearing, if you work really hard, you'll be able to do this or that. If you hadn't done this, you would have deserved this or that. No, it was always in the moment. Jesus lived and gave forth his grace and goodness in the moment. So therefore, everyone that approached him in the moment could accept this Christ consciousness within them expressing. But we have to know that. We have to believe that we are part of that one life, that essence of life that has created everything everywhere and has always done so. We must recognize that includes us also. So some of us who have had this little idea that maybe we weren't worthy, or some of us who've had this idea that we were worth more than others, or that there was a separation, it's only up here. And sometimes it gets down here into the heart too. But it's not the truth of our beingness. It's not the truth of that which we are created out of and created as. So we can, in this moment, pick up our beds and walk. We can use this opportunity for this celebration of life and celebration of the Christ consciousness to move into that place of being the most magnificent expression of the Christ consciousness within us that we are willing to be. We can say, really, to heck with what happened yesterday, what I didn't accomplish or where I haven't been, or the mistakes I've made. We can say, in this moment, I choose, and move into that Christ consciousness. And when we do that, we are contributing our light to the world. That's what Jesus came and taught us about, was love and hope and light. The light of the world is the Christ consciousness that we give forth and provide more space for peace and love and forgiveness and beauty and joy and creativity. Jesus' teachings centered around the transformative power of love and the illumination of light. That's what his teachings were about. Love one another and love ourselves. Love ourselves as we love others. It took me a long time to realize that my incredibly strong judgment of others was nothing in comparison to how I judged myself. It just showed up out there. So we're on this journey, we're on this path of enlightenment all the time. And we get to look at what it is that we want to experience and then give ourselves permission to say, I'm a child of God. And in that truth, there is the infinite possibility that I can move into as I accept this truth. But as we accept the truth, we must also live from that truth. We must practice it. We must go past the 49% of doubt and worry and regret or whatever it is we have carried and move into the 51% of yes to spirit. Yes to the universal wisdom that surrounds us and the goodness that surrounds us at all times. So let's celebrate with the gift of our beingness this year. Let's celebrate humanity. Let's give to humanity that great gift of our beingness. I received one of the most beautiful gifts already. I love early presents. I love presents, period, but I love early ones too, because I think I'll get more later, right? And one of the gifts I just received was I got a visit from someone I absolutely adore. And she's a very, very busy person. And she stopped in to see me and gave me, was there several hours. And I was like, and then, and talking to her later, I had to tell her how much that meant to me. How very much, because she was talking about other presents. And I was so blessed by her presence. Her presence, not the present she brought, by her presence. That's what we have to contribute to the world, because the peace we're longing for is within us. The joy that we want to experience is within us. The beauty that we're looking for, the prosperity, the well-beingness resides within us first, within our hearts and within our minds. And when we recognize that and realize that, then we move into that place of being anchored in truth. And if you want to be anchored in anything, make sure it's truth. Don't be anchored to the past. Don't be anchored to your doubts or your fears or your whatever. Be anchored to truth. Truth is unalterable. What happens with truth, and when we think it is alterable, is that we just haven't allowed ourselves to be free enough within to experience it. We must give ourselves permission to not know the how or the when or the why not, but to know the what, and the what is spirit. The what is always spirit. We don't have to be the light in the world. We don't have to fix things. We don't have to be the biggest one in the room. We don't have to be the smartest one in the room. We don't have to be the whatever. We just have to be that authentic, beautiful, lovable, and loved self that we are. And that's the gift we're bringing to humanity. Christ consciousness, again, is recognizing the God in us. That's the Christ consciousness. We all have it. We all have it. And so I feel like there's a moment in time when we either open the door or we make sure it's closed. And we're all at choice to do this. But here's what I know. No matter what happened up until now, up until this very moment, we're free to do it differently, right here, right now, in this moment. No matter what your thought was, no matter what your experience was, you are in a new moment. This moment is called now. This is the most precious moment you will ever have. So I invite you in this moment to go within. Because we're going to do a candlelighting service up here. We're going to, when we recognize that what we have and who we are and how we are is precious and it is needed by the world. Then we'll be sharing our gift. Because everyone here, everyone was created out of necessity. You were created out of necessity. You were needed. Because God wanted to know itself as you, through you. You're important. You have a gift to share. You have the ability to choose to share your gift. You have the ability to choose to receive the gifts of spirit through others. And to recognize that we are in this together. This thing called life, we're in this together. And we can stay in a darkened room where we can't see very well and we don't know what's in front of us. Or we can know that within there's that spark, there's that light, and bring it forth. So I invite you right now to go within and think of someone, some place, somehow that you would choose to take your light to. It could be as simple as into your home. It could be in your neighborhood. It could be to a loved one. It could be to the table of forgiveness, where we let go of things that we no longer need. And so often they're things we hold against ourselves. Or it could be to the table of joy. There's a table of joy that says, just put the other stuff down and sit right here with us. Join us in celebrating this moment. Join us in being the light of the world. And when you've felt that place, felt that you know that place you would take your light to, or however you want to do it, please come forward and you are invited to light a candle to contribute your light to the goodness and the greatness of mankind. Yeah, there you go. Linda. These two. We know there's one source, and from the one source comes the many expressions. So I invite you to come forward and light your candle when you feel comfortable doing so. Let us lift up our heart and mind and draw ever closer to the divine presence that fills all space. Let the heart and the mind be aware that together the Christ consciousness expresses through you, through the heart, through the mind, not one or the other, but the two together, coming together in truth. And so together we created a very sacred, beautiful coming together. Because each one of us came as our authentic self. Each one of us came vulnerable to the love of a God, to the love as God expresses through the other. So let's just take a breath and come back into that place of awareness. That in this moment, we are aware of the Christ consciousness that we are. Not that we'll become, but that we've always been. And we're greeting it with an open heart and joy in our soul. Because when we recognize our good as it's given to us in the conscious state, we experience this joy. Oh my goodness. And it's always been there. I have never been the less than. I've never been the greater than. But I've always been the one of the one. What a relief. What a beautiful thing to know. What a wonderful way to grasp the freedom of truth. Allowing to be God through us and as us. Allowing God to be God in our expression. And our ideas and our thoughts, for we know that the word is creative. We know that just as we chose to be the light unto the world, we are choosing the words we say within our hearts and our minds very carefully, very kindly, very intentionally, with grace, for a greater goodness. We are the children of the living God. I truly believe we are its delight. We are the grace and the beauty and the love and the creative expression of the one. And that's what Jesus wanted us to know. And we each one have within us a knowingness. We each one of us have within us the answer to any question we might encounter or think of or be faced with. We have within us the answers we need because we are of the divine. But we need each other so that we reflect that back to each other. Yes, you are the beloved. Yes, you're the wonderful challenge in my life. Thank you for helping me grow. Yes, you are the unconditional love that I'm growing into. Yes, I can stand by you in silence, but witness your beingness. Witness your pain. I don't need to try and fix you, nor do I expect you to fix me. We can be that place where the other is safe, where the other is seen. And as we see the other, may we always see them in the light of their perfection. And the perfection comes from within. It comes from that divine within them, having nothing to do with outer behavior. We deal with that on a human level. But when we have our God self going, when we're in that place of Christ consciousness, and when we know that we are here for the very purpose to be the expression of God, then we go right in, we laser right in to their very soul, to the beingness of that which they are, which is the grace and the love and the goodness of God. And so then it becomes almost impossible for us to separate ourselves from others. For there's only one life, out of which we've all come to express our individualized self. But we're all part of the one. Amen. And so it is. You to come forward, please. We're going to sing Silent Night. Is that correct? Silent Night. Yes.
We would like everybody to join in with us. If you feel like standing up, please feel free to stand up, sing along. It's a great traditional song. We'd love to hear your voices.
Virgin, Mother
you so much for coming out tonight, for being part of the light of the world. I look at these candles and look out here and I see you all. And I know that we're here on purpose. I know that we're each one of us contributing something that builds a better world for all. So we bid you a good evening, but we want to conclude our evening with "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." So we'll sing that, and God bless, and happy holidays to everyone.